Africa is the second largest continent in both landmass and population, often referred to as the cradle of humankind due to the earliest evidence of human life found on its soil. With its immense diversity of landscapes, peoples, and cultures, Africa has played a defining role in world history and continues to be central to global affairs. Geographically, Africa spans vast deserts, fertile valleys, tropical rainforests, and expansive savannas. The Sahara, the Nile River, and the Great Rift Valley stand as defining landmarks shaping climate, settlement, and culture for thousands of years. Rich in natural resources such as gold, diamonds, and oil, the continent has long drawn the interest of outside powers. Africa's civilizations gave the world remarkable achievements. Ancient Egypt flourished along the Nile with innovations in writing, architecture, and governance. Empires like Mali, Ghana, and Great Zimbabwe became centers of wealth and knowledge, influencing trade routes that connected Africa to Europe, Asia, and beyond. Through centuries, Africa shaped global exchange in gold, ivory, and culture, while also enduring devastating experiences such as the transatlantic slave trade and European colonization. These events fractured traditional systems and reshaped the continent's trajectory. In modern times, Africa faces challenges including poverty, political instability, and health crises. Yet it also demonstrates resilience through rapid urbanization, cultural vitality, and economic growth. With its youthful population and abundant resources, Africa stands at the center of global discussions on development and sustainability, holding vast potential for the future. Asia is the largest continent on Earth, both in size and population, making it one of the most influential regions in human history. Home to a vast array of cultures, languages, and traditions, it has shaped the course of global development more than any other continent. From its mountains and deserts to fertile plains and coastlines, Asia's landscapes are as diverse as its people. Geographically, Asia stretches from the Arctic in the north to the Indian Ocean in the south, and from the Mediterranean Sea to the Pacific Ocean. It contains the world's tallest mountain, Mount Everest, and the longest rivers such as the Yangtze and the Ganges. Rich in natural resources including oil, gas, and minerals, the continent has supported powerful civilizations and modern industries alike. Asia's civilizations have left lasting legacies. Mesopotamia introduced writing and law, while ancient India gave rise to religions like Hinduism and Buddhism. China contributed philosophies, inventions such as paper and gunpowder, and dynasties that influenced surrounding regions. The Silk Road connected Asia to Europe, spreading goods, ideas, and cultures across continents. Over centuries, Asia has seen empires rise and fall, colonial interventions, and fierce struggles for independence. Today, it encompasses rapidly growing economies like China, India, and Japan, while also facing challenges such as inequality, conflict, and environmental pressures. In the modern era, Asia stands as a hub of innovation, culture, and global trade. With its vast population and economic power, it remains central to shaping the future of the world. Europe is one of the most historically influential continents, known as the birthplace of Western civilization and a central stage for global transformation. Though smaller in size compared to Africa and Asia, Europe's cultural, political, and economic impact has shaped much of the modern world. Its landscapes include rugged mountains, fertile plains, and extensive coastlines that have supported trade and cultural exchange for centuries. Geographically, Europe stretches from the Atlantic Ocean in the west to the Ural Mountains in the east. The continent is divided into diverse regions, each with unique climates and resources. Fertile river valleys such as the Danube and Rhine supported early settlements, while abundant minerals and forests enabled industrial and technological development. Europe's civilizations profoundly influenced world history. Ancient Greece laid foundations for philosophy and democracy, while Rome established systems of law and governance. The Middle Ages saw the rise of kingdoms, the spread of Christianity, and cultural flourishing through art and architecture. The Renaissance and Enlightenment further propelled Europe as a hub of science, exploration, and innovation. Europe also played a dominant role in global colonization, extending its influence to Africa, Asia, and the Americas. This era reshaped global trade and power but also left legacies of exploitation and conflict. The 20th century brought devastating world wars, but also new unity through the creation of the European Union. Today, Europe remains a leader in culture, science, and diplomacy. Despite facing challenges like migration, economic disparity, and political division, it continues to hold major influence on global affairs. North America is a continent of immense geographic variety and cultural diversity, stretching from the Arctic Circle in the north to the tropical regions of Central America in the south. It is the third largest continent by landmass and is home to some of the world's most developed nations, alongside regions of rich cultural heritage and natural resources. Geographically, North America includes vast mountain ranges, such as the Rockies and the Appalachians, expansive plains, deserts, and major waterways like the Mississippi River and the Great Lakes. Its natural wealth, ranging from fertile farmlands to oil, minerals, and forests, has long sustained both indigenous populations and modern economies. The continent has been shaped by remarkable civilizations. Indigenous peoples, such as the Maya, Aztec, and Inuit, developed unique cultures, technologies, and governance systems long before European contact. The arrival of European explorers and settlers in the 15th and 16th centuries drastically altered the continent through colonization, trade, and conflict, reshaping societies and ecosystems. In modern times, North America became a powerhouse of global influence. The United States emerged as a leading world power, while Canada and Mexico also play vital roles in regional and international affairs. Together, these nations form a continent central to economics, technology, and culture. Challenges remain, including issues of inequality, environmental change, and political tension. Yet North America continues to lead in innovation, entertainment, and global trade, standing as one of the most dynamic regions in shaping the 21st century. South America is a continent defined by its rich cultural heritage, vast natural resources, and diverse landscapes. Though smaller than Africa or Asia, it has played a significant role in human history and global development. Stretching from the Caribbean Sea to the icy tip of Patagonia, South America is home to remarkable biodiversity and vibrant societies. Geographically, the continent is dominated by the Andes Mountains, the Amazon rainforest, and major rivers such as the Amazon and Paraná. These natural features provide fertile ground, fresh water, and immense ecological variety. South America is one of the most resource-rich regions, possessing oil, copper, gold, and fertile farmland, which have shaped its economies and global connections. Civilizations such as the Inca, Moche, and Mapuche developed advanced systems of agriculture, architecture, and governance long before European arrival. With the arrival of Spanish and Portuguese explorers in the 16th century, colonization transformed the continent, leading to cultural blending but also exploitation, disease, and profound social change. Over time, South American nations fought for independence and began forging unique identities rooted in both indigenous and European traditions. The continent has since contributed to global culture through literature, music, and sports, while also becoming a key player in trade and agriculture. Today, South America faces challenges such as political instability, economic inequality, and environmental pressures, particularly in the Amazon. Yet its growing economies, youthful populations, and cultural vitality ensure that it remains an influential force in shaping regional and global affairs. Australia is the smallest continent in terms of landmass, yet it holds a unique place in the world due to its isolation, biodiversity, and cultural heritage. Often referred to as both a continent and a country, Australia is surrounded by the Indian and Pacific Oceans and is renowned for its distinct ecosystems and landscapes. Geographically, Australia is dominated by arid deserts, tropical rainforests, and fertile coastal plains. Iconic natural landmarks, such as the Great Barrier Reef, Uluru, and the Outback showcase its environmental diversity. The continent is also rich in minerals, coal, and natural gas, which have long supported its economy and trade relations. Australia's human history stretches back over 60,000 years with the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, whose cultures, traditions, and spiritual connections to the land remain among the oldest continuous in the world. Their art, oral traditions, and sustainable practices highlight a deep relationship with the environment. European colonization in the 18th century reshaped the continent dramatically, leading to displacement of indigenous communities and the establishment of a British colony. Over time, Australia evolved into a modern democratic nation, gaining independence while maintaining ties to the Commonwealth. Today, Australia is recognized for its stability, multicultural society, and contributions to science, sports, and culture. It also plays an important role in regional security and global trade. Despite facing challenges such as climate change, environmental protection, and indigenous reconciliation, Australia continues to stand as a significant force in the Asia-Pacific and beyond. Antarctica is the coldest, driest, and most remote continent on Earth, located almost entirely south of the Antarctic Circle. Unlike other continents, it has no permanent human population or native civilizations, making it unique as a land dedicated primarily to science and environmental preservation. Its extreme conditions have long captured human imagination, symbolizing both isolation and discovery. Geographically, Antarctica is dominated by vast ice sheets that cover nearly 98% of its surface, containing the majority of the planet's freshwater. Mountain ranges such as the Transantarctic Mountains divide the continent, while glaciers and ice shelves extend into surrounding seas. Despite its harsh climate, Antarctica is home to unique wildlife, including penguins, seals, and whales, all adapted to the icy environment. Human presence on the continent began with early explorers in the 19th century, whose expeditions faced immense challenges. By the 20th century, scientific research became the primary focus, leading to the establishment of international research stations. The Antarctic Treaty of 1959 set aside the continent as a zone for peaceful study, banning military activity and resource exploitation. While no nation owns Antarctica, many countries participate in its governance and research, making it a model of international cooperation. Climate change has increased global attention on the continent, as melting ice impacts sea levels and ecosystems worldwide. Today, Antarctica stands as both a fragile environment and a vital laboratory for science. Its preservation and study remain critical to understanding Earth's climate and the future of the planet.